So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Today, a fun matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. Carlos Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Ready.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Ready, go!
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go!
A give. This is Johnson. He's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Running back sent in motion. On 1st down, here's Rudolph. And he just hooks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Rudolph. Hits him on the end route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Rudolph from the pistol. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Rudolph. Dropping this underneath, Johnson. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Fourth down, he takes the snap. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Williams starting with a pass here. He puts some power on a deep one left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Opening carry for Devon Achane. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jack Sawyer working hard and making the stop.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Third down, here's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Achane on the inside give. He has this down to the 34. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Off the play fake, Williams. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 20.
Offense set for a first and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here he is on third and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. It's about 43 yards for it. Santos' kick is good. And that one is going to get them on the scoreboard.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Returning it from the 4. Escapes a defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. One play action. Rudolph. He puts everything behind this one. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We get second down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
It's Johnson on second down. Still working past the 40. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up first and 10 from the 40. Right left side with Warrior. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Keeps it on the option here. They're not going to get him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Rudolph from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
A 57-yard attempt.
Got all of it, but no good. He needed a touch more to clear that crossbar. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
That fooled me. He had it on line. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Williams off the play fake. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Williams on first down. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5.
What is up?
Here's A-Chain up the middle. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Williams from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he's taken down. So that's how our first quarter's going to end. So a little momentum boost there for the defense. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. It's an early lead for the Bears. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment.
A 40-yard attempt.
Charging down the middle, and they block it!
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
They've got first down from the 31. They get to Johnson to start this drive. Breaks the tackle, still going. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Gain of 16 yards. First down, Steelers.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Pass play on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Trying again, following the sack. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Options aplenty out wide. 5 receivers set here on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Only 2 yards to the marker, and they're going for it here on 4th. He's going to throw this one. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. On play action, Williams. Trying for the deep ball. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. Here's a screen for Achan. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Steelers' side of the field.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Williams to throw. That's Cox. This is Loveland. Good solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They run, it's H.N. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
And not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Steelers' 40-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To throw, Williams. And as a catch for Luther Burden. He's got it in the red zone. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after him.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one connects. This is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Williams. Pressure's there, and the steel curtain closes on him. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears make it a 9-point advantage. It's a roll the dudes, a touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play. Yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback got plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw. He gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rudolph. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Running back, motioning right. Short pass brought in. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he gets through it for a 7-yard gain. Tackle made at the 47.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. Rudolph from the pistol. Finds Metcalf there over the middle. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pass play now. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Back to the air, it's Rudolph. Finds Woods. Down to the 10. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers start to fight back with their first points of this game. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. And it's the Bears taking over on offense. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Now here's Williams. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead.
14, Bears 10.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. After the pick, here's Williams. Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
We'll drop this down to Achane. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Second and 3 now. From the 47. Odunze's got it right side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears get some late points and the lead. It's a Odunze touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears push their lead to 3. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. So a little burst so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. It's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there, 2nd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the 40 on 2nd down. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. Never let him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Rudolph from the gun. He's got it over the middle. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. On 4th down, the Steelers are going to turn to Cameron Johnston to punt this away. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Williams. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that. And he's there for the interception. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Johnson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Looking for it with Warren. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a lead on the final play of the half. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, Williams. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. He is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st down, Williams to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. Well, they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
At the 33-yard line.
Again, right side for Swift. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd and 13. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take the lead right away in half number 2. Devon Achane with the touchdown. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears push their lead to 3.
Steelers 41.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. On the play action, here's Rudolph. Caught into the hands of Freiermuth. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
On 1st down, Warren. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Warren once more. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's he's taken down at the 13-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Johnson. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body. And these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Johnson is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Williams from the gun. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. The incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Williams to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Luther Burden, the guy he was looking for. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Williams. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Johnson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Warren here from the gun. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
On 1st down, here's Rudolph. Defender arrives still does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So second down coming up.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Trying an inside give to Warren. Pushing for the red zone. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now lead by 10. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter, they all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line.
Yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. One play action. Williams. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And it sets up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd. Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He's looking for Luther Burden. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun here. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Takes this in at the 25. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Again, this is Johnson. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
On third down, here's Johnson. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be fourth now and less than a yard.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Offense is staying out there, and they're ready to go for it on fourth down. Working from the gun, Rudolph. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Here's first and 10 from the 34. A-Chain on the inside give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. They'll stick with A-Chain. He finds space into the red zone. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears now within 1 score in the fourth. Devon A-Chain with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Williams has his guys set. Looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And no look there, that throw falls to the ground.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
He'll try something else from the 27 this time. Second and 10. Back to the air. It's Rudolph. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Setting up a throw. Going with the screen to Johnson. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Bears take over a 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Williams will look to throw. Odunze's got it right side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st down, here's Swift. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Williams on 1st down. And the man is there to knock that away.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Now Williams, headed out right. He can run it. Oh, he lost the football. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. They run the counter to HN. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action. Kate, he's going to need a lot of support from his teammates after that one because he knows it. Everybody knows it. The game may have rested on that try, and that'll be one that's tough not to dwell on.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Play action, Rudolph. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. This is Johnson heading right. Will be a yard at most there, and it's 2nd down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's Johnson again. He's out in the clear. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it, and they just showed up on that run.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing off the play fake here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Rudolph from the gun. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those. As much as that can help them breathe just a little easier on the scoreboard, it doesn't take away now any of the tension this defense is feeling. They're going to need to step up, come through with a stop right here.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. And the Steelers get home. They drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Another try following the sack. Williams hit, and that ball's out. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And Pittsburgh's going to take this back for the touchdown. The Steelers stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, you and I know after that first turnover they were able to take back. They were looking for another one, and lo and behold, they found it.
You felt it. I felt it.
Yep.
Everybody in the stands felt it. It wasn't just good enough to get the takeaway. They wanted to one-up what they did earlier, and look at the celebration now.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing now following the turnover. Buys time, rolling right. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that 2-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line. Don't let that defense breathe. I don't mind it, even if the execution wasn't there.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw by Williams. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. Williams chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Williams. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Steelers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it, that's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Warren running between the tackles. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
The stop made by Andrew Billings. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bears' 18-yard line.
They'll go again with Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They only get a yard that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Jumps in up the middle. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
Taken down at the 14-yard line.
Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit.
Field goal.
The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Boswell able to knock it through. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game. It really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football. You know, it sure seems like they have found a wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
1 interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
That one's caught along the left sideline. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. No luck on the look to his back. And it's going to be 2nd down. To the air yet again. Williams on the move, headed right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception. Here
he is to throw. That's caught. This is Loveland. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Let's build this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has them set up 2nd down and 21. Trying again following the sack. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you throw in the coverage too many times, you'll get more interceptions. How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Chicago Bears.
Here's Williams again. That's to Odunze again. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Now the offense is going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Forced out to his right. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Now here's Williams. And all right, it's a touchdown in the final moment, so win still very unlikely, but a sliver of hope now after that play. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal, and I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a 1st down pass play can, and certainly was effective.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears get it back to within 1 score.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
And this kick is covered by the Steelers. We're going to go on to win this ball game. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. He's down to a knee, and the Steelers getting ready to celebrate this victory.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Chicago.